Welcome to Uniquely Loved, a celebration of authenticity and divine inspiration. We are encouraged to be our own unique, authentic selves. Join me, Tech Witch Niki, as we discuss spiritual gifts and skills we can develop and enhance, speak with amazing people using their skills in a variety of ways, and explore the different ways to connect to the wonders of the universe.
Hello, my loves. I've been talking lately a lot about how a lot of changes have been happening overhead in the heavens, in the universe, and a lot of us are starting to really feel it. May has been a month of new beginnings, and we have the new moon coming up tomorrow. New moons are absolutely wonderful for setting intentions, manifesting, really getting clear on our dreams, our goals, our desires, our wants, and our needs. So, what I want you to do is make a list, get clear about absolutely everything that you want, your dreams, your goals. Doesn't matter how far fetched they seem right now. If it is your passion, it is in your heart, write it down. Turn it into instead of a I wish, it's like I want and I'm going to have that someday. And it can be something as like as far reaching as a brand new career. It can be something like a lifestyle change, getting healthier, um, quitting smoking, quitting drinking, starting a new exercise plan. It can be saving up to buy a new car. Anything, anything, anything that makes you feel fulfilled, happy, purposeful, on fire. Like, yes, um, big and small. Get clear with it all. Don't leave anything out. Write them all down. That way, you can make steps to achieve each of those goals because looking at them in their entirety can get so overwhelming. It's like, I have to do all that. Wait, I want to do all that. I get to do all that. But where do I start? Make little, because when you start out, it looks like a giant, well, like you're jumping off a cliff. There's a nice void there, and you're going from how do I get from point A, where I'm at now, all the way over here where, this massive goal is. And it's so awesome. I know it's going to be awesome. I know it's meant for me, or I think it's meant for me. It feels good. It's a dream. And then we start making little tiny actionable goals, little baby steps to reach this. And then we start filling in that void with knowledge, with know how, with experience, because your experience is invaluable. It is priceless. When we lead or we teach or we mentor or we speak from experience, it's authentic and it radiates with authenticity. I have no idea if I just said that right. Authenticity. There we go. Um, to everyone that we're reaching out to, or even that we're just like, yes, I'm passionate about this. It's like, well, why? So think about your whys, and that will help fill in what you perceive as a giant cliff or a giant gap or a giant ravine or however you want to look at it. Then you start doing the research. So break it down into little itty bitty steps. Don't discount anything. I found one of my goals. Um, my daughter, my oldest daughter, absolutely loves art. She wants to be an artist when she grows up. And in helping her cultivate her skills and learn more things and follow her dream, I remembered because I totally forgot that I used to love to draw. And it brought me a whole lot of joy when I was a kid, when I was her age. So it's just like, why aren't I doing that? So go back into childhood, go back into your teens when you were before you got jaded by society and expectations and weighed down by life in general and all of our stuff that we collect growing up. You know, think back to everything that made you happy, fulfilled, joyful, or even lighthearted, anything that brought fun into your life and laughter, and bring more of that into your life now. All of that will add up, and then break them down into little actionable steps. One of my big goals I've always loved writing. I got back into it writing articles for my business and writing the podcast scripts and everything else, is to write books and be an author, be published. And I was like, well, what the heck do I want to write about? So I had to get clear on all that. And then it's like, okay, what route do I go? How do I go from here to here? And I started doing the research and finding all the different ways of accomplishing what I want, learning how to write, uh, something that's going to actually be entertaining and not be all over the place. And, eh, and something that is going to be, well, formatted right so it can actually be in the right, um, the right way that it needs to appear on page. So learning formatting, learning the different programs involved, learning how to publish, that's been a huge hurdle because there's so many different ways you can go. And it's been baby steps along the way. And I finally hit a major goal. As of, well, I hit publish. I'm waiting for Amazon to approve, do their reviews on everything. But I've created my very first journal, something, relatively simple that puts me out there. It helps people because it's a dream work journal, but it also starts, it was my learning how to learn format and get everything just so, and learning the process. And that was, it's helped me build confidence by starting with something low content and small ish, so I can do the bigger things later with more confidence and more like, yes, I can do this. I will put out when it's actually live. I'm hoping really soon, but yay. And every time you achieve one of your little goals, like, okay, start with 30 minutes or whatever you have in your schedule, like 3 times a week. Just 30 minutes I'm going to dedicate to researching articles on how to do this or how to do that, or notable people who might serve as a good role model. And you achieve that. It was like, yeah, I hit my goal. 30 minutes, 3 times a week. That's a win, because even small steps in the right direction lead up to big change. And it gives you the more of the assurance that, yes, I can do this, because you're breaking it down into actionable small chunks, and it helps you build. And then you build and build and build, and you gain more confidence as you go along, as you get more experience. So if you're trying to, like, say, start a new running program, it's like, yeah, I want to, I just want to run 10 miles. For somebody who doesn't run, I used to when I was in the army, and then my knees went out. um, that seems astronomical now for me. And they have a whole bunch of different programs, like from couch to 5K or whatever. So there's so many different things out there, but you start with walking. If you're already walking, then start with jogging. And you don't have to go push hard when you first start because you don't want to injure yourself. So small baby steps, run around the block once, see how you feel, and then just do that a few times, get into the rhythm, and stretch, hydrate, eat good, because all that plays into it. And then just go a little bit longer, a little bit further each time, or every week, or every 2 weeks, or whatever you have said that you're comfortable with. Push out of your comfort zone just a little bit, but not so much to where it's overwhelming. That is how we do this. And it helps simplify everything just a little bit, and makes it more, well, it makes it seem more achievable than looking at the overall goal, like, how the hell do I do that? Because with the whole writing thing, I want to be able to give a voice to others who usually don't, who are not heard, who need their story told. um, and by doing independent publishing, um, I found it easier to create a small publishing imprint or company. And I have, it is called Dara's Lair. Right now it's only on Facebook, but it's still there. And eventually I'm going to be compiling, stories of other people on various topics. Um, So their stories can be heard to help motivate, to help inspire, to help educate, because there's no one way to do anything. So just because what worked for me um, doesn't mean it's automatically going to work for you. So, like with my life coaching, I'm learning so many different modalities so I can help as many people as possible. And I don't want to be limited or pigeonholed into one little thing. And you should never, ever, ever limit yourself either. Don't limit your dreams. Just because it doesn't seem feasible right now doesn't mean it won't be in the future, because we have to build upon our skills. We have to build on our experience. We have to build on our passions, because our passions, our joys, what fuels our passions is what drives us, what pushes us forward. Focusing on our why do I want this, is what gets us through those really, really challenging times, because they're there. There are always obstacles that we have to push through, because a lot of it comes from self-doubt. A lot of it comes from, well, I don't know how to do that. Okay, so how do you learn? What are all your options in learning how to do that? And there are so many for any topic. It's just a matter of doing the research, linking up with the people who are already doing it, and figuring out what's going to work best for you. And like this one person's program, they might have a really, really cool program, um, and doing everything that you want to do, but there's one little thing that you don't really like, or isn't really aligned with you and your experience. Well, you can look at them as an example. Don't compare yourself to them though, because they are not you. Everyone's journey is individual. Never, ever, ever compare yourself to anyone else. Don't be like, well, I've done this. I can do that. Why aren't I all the way there yet? What's stopping me? What's blocking me? That is a motivation killer. That will kill your confidence quick. And that is not something, because everyone's journey is not worthy of comparison. Everyone's journey is their own. It is unique. You are unique. Your story is completely incomparable to anyone else. Your experiences are completely priceless. Your story, what you do, what you have to offer, whether it be for yourself or for others, is priceless. So do not discount yourself. Do not do yourself a disservice by comparing yourself to anyone else. You are worthy. You are so completely worthy of your dreams. And we all have support from our spiritual teams, from our guides, from the universe, however you want to look at it, whatever your belief is, and they want to help us. So us getting clear on our goals, and then accepting help, asking for help. That was really hard for me. It's like, hey, y'all, um, I don't know how to do the thing, but I really want to do it. Can you help inspire me to figure out the steps? And then you're going to start finding that once you accept the help and get over the pride of asking for help, because that does not make you weak. It never has, it never will. It shows your strength. We start to learn more, because we start getting guided to the articles we need, to the little nuggets of inspiration that we need, to be able to do the thing, whatever your thing is. And your thing, your things, your goals, your dreams, they are wonderful. They are yours. They are yours to be had. Just because you're not right there right now doesn't mean you're going to miss out on it later on. They're yours. So work for them like they're yours, because they already are. It's just a matter of making the decision that you're worthy of going for them, because you are. Duh. It took me a long time to realize that. It did. I'm not gonna lie. My self-esteem was way down here. And I'm slowly building it back up. And that's one of the ways that I did it, with small actionable steps. It's like, yes, I can do this. And the inner work that was required along the way helped bring down a lot of the barriers within me, so I could see that, yes, one, I am in fact worthy. Two, I am supported, and so are you. I am loved. I had to accept that. You are unconditionally loved, no matter what. You are unconditionally accepted, no matter what, by your team, And by yourself, it needs to be. This has been a huge learning curve for me. It's been a huge journey of self-acceptance, because me finally realizing that I can do all these things, that I want to do all these things, accepting where all my strengths and my experience, where my power lies, is from my experiences, and accepting all of that and the lessons therein of all that is what propelled me forward. And that will propel you forward as well on your journey. And it's freeing to be able to do that. It really is. And realizing that, yes, I can achieve my goals. I don't know how yet, but I can. And even just that shift, instead of, ugh, there's no way, to I can, is huge. And that is a win. So even just getting from the I can't or it won't happen to the, you know what, I can. And screw it, I am worthy, regardless of, what whomever says or what that negative voice inside my head says. I am worthy. Screw you. It's freeing, and that is a win. Even those little shifts, because that is a huge shift, but we tend to downplay our own stuff so much. So celebrate all of your wins, even if it's small, and that will help you build up. It will help motivate you to keep going as well. Another major goal that I had was I wanted to be a healer, a mentor, a coach, help people through their rough patches, because I've been through a lot. And I didn't know how to get from, you know, using all my experiences to help people and my schooling and everything else that I've already had and all the experiences I had while I was serving in the Army, being a mentor and helping people progress their career or figuring out what they want to do when they got out of the Army was brought a whole lot of joy to me and satisfaction. So I knew I wanted to do more stuff like that, but I didn't know how it would look. So I started doing research, and then I started working on myself. Like, well, how can I mentor people when, this area is still kind of a shit show? So I need to work on this. And that brought up so much stuff that I need to bring up and heal that, well, for a long time I ignored with drinking and with just work and busy work and, a whole bunch of stuff, life. And I dived deep into my journey of self acceptance, my journey of self love, and finding my inner power, my self worth, because it was way down here, and it's getting up there. It's still a journey, and over the course of me doing the research and working on myself, I learned how I can help others. And again, not every method works for everyone, so I'm learning a whole bunch of different methods. And I learned the spiritual healing first because that's where I gravitated to, and it really worked for me. The energy healing and all that, the meditation, that provided a component for me that was just amazing. It's been a phenomenal journey. And then I decided to delve into more of the logic based modalities, life coaching. So it's like, okay, how do I get from there to here? Well, I signed up for classes, and it has been extremely validating. It is so crazy. All the research I had done, all the ways that my guides have been helping me, and my mentors here in the physical realm that have been helping me learn and grow myself, and by proxy, my family. It has been, it's been eye opening. It's like, I'm already doing all of this. And I learned a few, of course, whenever we learn more, we're going to have more tools under our tool belt. It helped me with my confidence. Like, I'm already doing that. I just call it different. Huh. So don't discount anything that you are called to do or that might be in the realm of what you want to do, because it is amazing. And I've been taking the small steps, making huge leaps, and celebrating each win to keep pushing me further. I'm getting a whole lot of emotion right now because my guides are surrounding me because they're proud. As of yesterday, I have achieved something that I've been working for a very long time. I am now a certified master life coach. Yesterday, because, life and busyness and everything, I celebrated with a small bowl of ice cream. Cool. I mean, it's still a little celebration. It's a reward. And today, my husband and I are going to go on a little lunch date. So celebrate your wins, no matter how you do it, even if it's just a warm bubble bath or a hug with a loved one or a celebratory high five, something. I mean, there's been times where I would just sing at the top of my lungs to some songs of like victory and happiness because you're worth it. I'm worth it. We're worth it. It is amazing when we really start to see the fruits of our labors. And it just reinforces that, yes, I can. So I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. Start small. Just do it. Start and then keep going and be flexible. If you stumble a little bit, that's okay. If you had your goal set up for, researching 30 minutes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and something happened on Wednesday, so you couldn't get to it, don't beat yourself up for it. Just do it Thursday if you can. Or if you only squeeze in 10 minutes instead of 30 minutes, that's still a win because you push through that little barrier of, you know what, you could have just said, F it. I give up, or I'm just going to say screw it today. But you didn't. That is a win because it's a shift in your mindset saying, you know what, I'm worth working on, because you are. I can help. I have many, many free articles, videos on my website, techwitchlayer.com, on my YouTube channel, on my TikTok channel. I'm on the socials. My website has all the links. I offer one-on-one coaching. I offer the free stuff. I offer group sessions now. That just started May 1st. And that is primarily a lot of spiritual based with a lot of energy healing, channeled messages, tarot and oracle cards, divination. It is live on Zoom every single Monday for only $33 a month. And you don't have to be at the live session to benefit because I send out the replays. You can watch at your leisure on your schedule because everyone has a different schedule and still benefit. And energy healing, it's universal energies that we can all tap into. So no matter when you watch it, whether it be the day you get it or a year from now, if you want to rewatch it, you still benefit from all those energies within. So I have many, many different options available to you. I am here to help.
Thank you for joining me today as we explore what makes us uniquely loved. Be sure to subscribe. More adventure awaits. For more articles and to work with me as your personal guide, go to www.techwitchlayer.com. Always remember, you are accepted. You are valid. You are loved.